How is this happening? How is this the world that I live in now?
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about why people don't want to work anymore. So I put the stitches together. I'll be back to share what I think about today's.
Is this happening? How is this the world that I live in now? I truly feel stuck. I feel frozen. I want to do something, but there's nothing I can do. This is not the world I wanted to grow up and grow old in. This is not the world I wanted to meet a partner with and raise a family with. This is not the world I wanted to bring children into and teach them all of the goodness. It's not there anymore. There is no goodness left in the world. Everyone is just greedy. What happened to caring? What happened to passion? What happened to putting your soul into things that are important? Things like art and nature and life and love.
Okay, I'm not even lying to you when I say this. I would probably accept working 40 hours in a 2-day period, even if it meant I had to spend the night at my job. I am so serious, because the fact that 40 hours is stretched amongst 5 days, and then we only get 2 days, 48 hours, 2 days to recover, to then do the week again. I genuinely would spend 2 days at work. Just 2 days working 24 hours straight with breaks, of course. And just to have like a free 5-day week. I
work for the rest of your lives. I genuinely do not know how I'm supposed to do this for 40 more years. I 100% believe I do not have it in me. What the am I supposed
I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to do it. I'm 39, I'll be 40 next year. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not getting anything for it. I'm, constantly worried about being homeless. I'm constantly worried about food. I'm constantly worried about safety.
Your late 20s, early 30s, and have complete mental breakdown. I have been sold a bag of goods my entire life. Going through high school, college, get the good job, make the money, go pay some bills, go get a better job, go get more bills, pay those bills. The version of success that I'm now realizing was not my own. This is coming from someone that has worked in corporate America and objectively has had successes. I try to look further down the road, 15, 20, 30 years, and I don't really see a path that seems even remotely exciting to me. So is this just something people are coming to terms with that gets hard when you're in your late 20s, early 30s, where you just have to kind of accept that this is it now. This is my life. Buckle up, because this is going to be a long haul. That's just something I don't feel is too good about.
How are y'all dealing?
Curious about how the youth feel about the world right now. I saw a TikTok recently where a pulmonologist was like, you guys really need to stop vaping. It's very bad for you. It coats your lungs and then creates these popcorn lungs, and it's very bad. It's probably worse even than regular smoking. And all the young people in the comments were like, that's fine. I'm not having fun here. I hope I die. Yeah, I don't have a retirement plan, so I guess it's this. Yeah, this really sucks. I'm not having a good time. If I don't die today, I hope I die tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, actually, if I could just choke on my vape right now, I would.
People know that when you start working, you give up your freedom. Yeah, just let that sink in, because I just realized that this fucking morning and had a mental breakdown. Oh, but guess what? Actually, it doesn't matter what the fuck happens. It doesn't matter if you got no sleep. It doesn't matter if your fucking dog died. It doesn't matter if your mom got cancer. Bitch, you still have to go to work every single fucking day. And if you don't want to go to work, you can't just not show up. You can't, I actually have to ask my boss basically, okay, I have a day off. What is this shit? Oh my god. I'm actually about to lose my fucking grip on sanity, because I just realized this shit. I literally have no control whatsoever over my life at this point. And if I do want to have control, I have to quit. I have to quit my job if I want to take more than a week off unannounced, and go on a vacation, because God forbid I enjoy my life as a 21-year-old sexy hot ass bitch. God forbid I want to do something else than sit at a fucking desk and no. So as I'm about to walk into work, I will flush these thoughts out into this video and let y'all know what the tea is. because that's the tea. And I feel like somebody should have told me this before I started working. Like, I graduated on a fucking Sunday, started working on Monday type shit. Nobody let me know, and now I'm doing this until I'm dead. So
I'm not passionate about anything, and I hate that for me. Like, I'm not passionate about anything. Like, I am not passionate about anything, and it annoys me so bad because like I want to like give my all into something and be like so excited about it, but it's literally nothing that I feel like I've came across that I'm passionate about. And I just feel like I want to have a passion. Like, I don't know, like I guess I'll pick up a hobby or something. Like, I'm just not passionate. Like, I don't love anything. Like, and I wish I did, but I don't.
Worried that at the end of the day I just don't want a job at all. And like one of the things that scares me about quitting my job slash going on the job hunt is not that I'll never be employed again, because like I'm super confident in myself. I know I'm like top talent. I know I could get a job. It might not be the best perfect situation. I might not be like super happy and like, oh my God, I'm so glad I moved to this role, you know, but at the end of the day, like I think I can get a job to keep myself afloat, especially in my industry, because again, like I think I have a lot of experience in my industry and like know what I'm doing. But it's that I'll get another job and I also won't like it. Or like I'll switch fields and then I'll still be unhappy. Like I'm worried that at the end of the day, I just don't want a job at all. And like, I don't know. I think I got so past the point of burnout that I now have convinced myself like I want to literally be unemployed, but maybe I just need a break. And then that like, I've always been like a super motivated and driven person. And now I just like, I'm like, I like hands up, I don't want to do anything.
That's a video, guys. So I'm just here also to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video, why people don't want to work anymore. Have you ever noticed how more and more people are saying they don't want to work anymore? It's not just a trend, it's a movement. Everywhere you turn, someone is talking about quite quitting, work life balance, or just outright refusing to participate in the traditional grid. But why is this happening? Are people lazy, or is there something deeper going on? The reality is that the modern workforce has changed, but the expectations have not. For decades, society drilled into us that hard work requires success, that if you show up, put in the effort, and stay loyal to the company, you'll be rewarded. But for many years, the promises have turned out to be a lie. Wages have not kept up with the cost of living. Companies are laying people off left and right, and job security feels like a thing of the past. People are working harder than ever, but they're still struggling to afford basic necessities. Then there's a burnout, not longer just a buzzword, it's a crisis. Okay, employees are exhausted, mentally drained, and emotionally detached. They're expected to be available 24/7, answers emails and hours, and sacrifice their personal life for company that see them as irreplaceable. And when they finally break down, they're told to do yoga or practice self-care as if they will fix a broken system. Social media has also played a huge role in this shift. Every day people see influencers, digital nomads, and entrepreneurs making money online, traveling the world and living life on their own terms. It's making traditional jobs look less and appealing. Why would someone who wants to clock in for 9 to 5 deal with office politics and barely make enough to survive when they see others making thousands from their phones? Another major factor is the pandemic. If it is forced people to rethink their priorities during lockdowns, many realize they didn't miss their job. They enjoy spending more time with family, working remotely, or even pursuing hobbies they had long forgotten. Going back to the daily grid after that felt unbearable. It was like waking up from a dream and realizing you've been stuck in a nightmare all along. Let's not forget about automation and AI. Many people feel like companies people are competing with this, and these people they're giving machines for jobs that used to be secure. Employers are cutting costs by replacing workers with technology, leaving people wondering what's the point of this. If the jobs they have trained for can be replaced overnight, why should they detect their lives to a system that doesn't guarantee stability? There's also a growing awareness that the traditional work structure does not make sense anymore. The idea of working 40 plus hours a week, commuting 4 hours, and only getting few weeks off a year feels outdated. Some countries have already experimented with 4 days work weeks, and guess what? Productivity did not drop. In fact, in many cases, it improved. These people questioning if we can get the same amount of work done in less time, why are they still chained to this old model? At this heart of this moment is desire for freedom. People don't want to spend their best years making someone else rich while barely getting by. They don't want to sacrifice their own mental health for a job that wouldn't think twice about replacing them. They want options. They want to create, explore, and live life on their own terms. So, what's the solution? Should everyone just quit their jobs and hope for the best? Of course not, but the workforce is evolving and companies need to adapt. High wages, better working conditions, and more flexibility are no longer just specs, they are necessary to keep people around. And for individuals, it might be time to rethink what work really means. It's just about making money, or it's about finding something that aligns with your values and lifestyle. The world is shifting, and whether companies like it or not, people are waking up. They don't want to work just for the sake of working, they want to live. And that's a conversation we can't afford to ignore today. So, a lot of people, like, we are um complaining, like they don't want to go for work, they don't want to work, they just want to be in their house, do whatsoever. And the most heartbreaking part is that in these most of these companies, people are not getting enough money. Those money they can't even, um when they pay their rent, they pay their groceries, they have nothing to do their nails, they have nothing to make themselves look beautiful. They just go work 24/7, or I don't know how many hours they get. It's kind of frustrating. At the end of the day, they end up depressed and feel lonely because you're always busy, and when you get home, you're stressed, you reach, you don't even feel like cooking, you just sleep if you live alone, and all that. This is a lot of stress for people. So I think we can do better. Yeah. So thank you so much for clicking, guys.